Hi, the question today we are going to discuss Denver versus Boulder. Which one is the best place to live? Thanks for joining me. Denver or Boulder? That is the question that is often asked. Both have a lot to offer, but when it comes down to what do you want in a city? Let's examine both places to see if there is a clear winner for you. Now, don't forget to stick around to the end and hear about the blue horse statue at DIA, Denver International Airport, and what happened to the artist. But before I continue, my name is Michelle and I'm a local realtor. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I'd like to be your real estate agent. I help people buy and sell from starter homes to luxury homes and everything in between. Now, let's get into it. First of all, Denver is a city and Boulder is a town. Big difference. You're not going to get the same amenities from both places. In my mind, they are very distinctive in what they have to offer. So let's start with the population. So you can see right off the bat how fundamentally different they are. Denver has a population of over 750,000 people and a higher population density, whereas in contrast, Boulder has a smaller population of around 110,000 people. Now that's without the university students, and there is a lower population density. Now, if you're looking for a city with lots of culture, art, music, and great food choices, Denver is probably the better fit for you. Boulder can't even compare to the level of culture, art, music, and restaurants that Denver has. There are big, well-known acts performing in Denver at places like the Buell and Paramount Theaters and the Summit Music Hall. And also, when it comes to museums, Denver really has you covered. You can't compete with the Denver Art Museum, Denver Museum of Nature and Science, and the Museum of Contemporary Art. These are large, impressive displays. Now, there's also the Meow Wolf, which for those that don't know, it's an interactive art exhibition. It's worth checking out, but my point is that the Meow Wolf is also in other large cities, but their biggest display is in Denver. There's no way that Boulder would have the country's largest Meow Wolf exhibition. Now, switching gears to what Boulder has in terms of museums, it has some smaller museums that are still very impressive for the size of town, but not on the same magnitude as Denver. But Boulder does get some big name performers come into town, but not on a regular basis. Now, jumping to a social life. If a nightlife is important to you, don't go to Boulder. It goes to sleep early, except for the university students. You won't find much to do on weekends after 8 p.m. On the other hand, in Denver, you've got a great music and nightlife scene. You'll often find local and national artists playing at different genres in clubs. There are fancy lounges and popular hotspots in Larimer Square, Lodo, and in the south of Colfax nightlife district, also known as SoCo Night District. Lots of venues there, each having their own vibe. In the meanwhile, Boulder's vibe is an early night to bed with the thought of waking up early for the Ironman triathlon. Now, when it comes to diversity, neither wins the prize. Denver definitely has more diversity. Denver has about 54% white and 29% Hispanic or Latino, whereas Boulder has 68% white, 13% Hispanic or Latino. So clearly Denver has more diversity. If you want trendy, desirable neighborhoods, Denver has you covered with Capitol Hill, Washington Park, River North Art District, and Park Hill. In Boulder, when it comes to trendy, the downtown section would be trendy, but probably not in the same way Denver's neighborhoods would be. Now, Newlands and Mapleton Hill are other Boulder neighborhoods, which some might call it trendy, but personally, I would call them more established than trendy, if that makes any sense. Now, many families and retirees choose those areas. For the university students in Boulder, the Hill might be called trendy, but the trendy section is extremely small. So in my opinion, trendy in Denver does not convert to the same trendy in Boulder. So what does Boulder offer that Denver doesn't? Well, one thing that does stick out is the outdoor lifestyle, the mountains, the proximity to the trails, the paths, the culture of the town. You eat well, meditate, take care of your body and mind. And another feature that Boulder offers is that it seems to be on the cutting edge of many industries and has places like the Boulder Innovation Center, which helps startups with mentorship and connections to investors. And there's also the Techstars, Boulder's accelerator that helps early stage companies with mentoring and funding. There's also the Boulder CU Sports Performance Center that has cutting edge training and rehab services. Often new treatment trends are started here. Now, when it comes to the vibe, what can you expect? Well, in my opinion, Boulder is a lot more laid back. Denver is a big city, and with that comes the stress of traffic and a lot of people. Boulder is a small college town that mainly has, of course, university students, but mainly families and retirees that put a value on the outdoors. On the other hand, Denver caters to a wider range of people who don't necessarily want to have the outdoors at their fingertips, but more culture and sports teams. Now, Denver has the Avalanche, the Broncos, Nuggets, and the Rockies baseball team, being the larger ones present there. Boulder has college-level football that is fairly popular, but no professional level teams. Again, they are really different kinds of places. It really depends on what you're looking for. Now, when it comes to real estate market, Denver is larger and has more of a variety with a range of property types and price points. You've got urban condos to your suburban homes. And on the other hand, Boulder's market is smaller and tends to be more niche, with more high-end homes and closer to outdoor activities. Now, Denver's market has a faster turnover and higher number of transactions, while Boulder's market has lower inventory and higher prices because of its limited space and high demand. In a nutshell, Denver has more variety and price points, while Boulder has a more specialized prime real estate environment. Now, another big difference between the two places are the prices of homes. As of mid-2024, Boulder's median home price around $1.3 million, whereas Denver's median home price is around $675,000. Now, that's a big difference. Like I was just mentioning, Boulder's housing market has a lower volume of sales compared to Denver, with less transactions because it's smaller size and higher price points. Comparing the two places in terms of education, Denver has the University of Denver and the Metropolitan State University of Denver, and their focus is more on a broader range of academic programs, whereas Boulder has the University of Colorado, which is really into research and innovation in fields like aerospace, environmental science, and renewable energy. Now, also, the Research University really has an impact on Boulder's economy and cultural feel. As I mentioned, my name is Michelle, and I'm a local real estate agent. If you are looking to make a move, reach out. I'd love to help you. Now, if you're into shopping for clothes, you won't find any of the latest styles in Boulder stores, but the larger Denver stores are more up to date with the current fashion. We have very few, forget the very few. We have no large clothing stores, but several small stores sprinkled throughout Boulder. There are places like Weekends, Nordstrom Rack, Anthropologie, Lululemon, and Madewell. Whereas in Denver, there's something for everyone, from luxury and designer brands to local and unique finds. You've got Larimer Square, which is home to fancy boutiques and trendy shops. There you can find stores like Haley Grace and Moda Man. If you're looking for more luxury stores, you've got Cherry Creek Mall and Cherry Creek North. So different shopping vibes between both places. If you took a Boulder person dressed for work and put them next to a Denver person also dressed for work, you'd probably be able to tell by their clothing who lived where. Now, I hope this was helpful. They are both very different places, and between the two of them, I'm sure you can find one that fits most of your needs. I like some of what Boulder has to offer and other aspects of Denver. Reach out if you have any questions. I am a realtor and I'd love to help you. Also, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, a little known fact about the Blue Horse statue at Denver International Airport was that while the sculpture was being made, a piece of it broke and severed an artery in the leg of the sculptor. So the next time you're at DIA, as you're driving in, you can't miss the statue. For me, it gives me a creepy feel. There's something in its eyes, red, blaring, bloody eyes. It really creeps me out. I'm sorry I'm not ending on a happy note, but please subscribe to my channel. I hope this was helpful and give me a thumbs up. See you later.